This is the Mesko KR-19S. It was one of Poland's 3 contributions to the world's mechanical calculator catalog. Although calling them contributions is a little bit of a stretch. All 3 came from the same company, and all 3 were Facit clones. They were made by this company Mesco, which today makes military munitions. So, here's the front of the device, made by that company Mesco. Let me point to the logo there in case you missed. Good. Here's the device from Facit, the C119, that they were cloning. It wasn't a carbon copy, but it did have split pinwheels just like the Facit. Has nice rollers to roll on, and the whole thing's kind of well built. There's a handle under there. Bengt Karlstrom designed the LX to have a 19-digit accumulator, which meant that the resultant carriage was too large to be hidden inside the device. But it was welcome for various fields like math, science, and surveying. There's one change that's frustrating. On the Facit, the crank is directly above the piece. I don't know its name, but when you crank it a full circle, gravity assists you to crank it all the way back to home position at the 6 o'clock position where it locks in. The Mesco has it at about the 4 or 5 o'clock position, and you overshoot the mark every time. Here's the Facit directly above. Another odd change is the crank handle itself. That little thumb piece has to be in this position. It can't be in there or there, otherwise it's very uncomfortable to use. I don't know why they just didn't go around with it. Here's the input clearing lever. It's directly beneath the crank axle, and I don't know if it's that position that makes the leverage difficult, but the Facit one feels better. Here's the Facit. And on later Facits, or different Facits, they made like a horizontally shifting clearing lever, which I like better. There's a little window that has a white tab for addition and then a red tab for subtraction. A lot of devices have things like that, and I never much saw the utility of it. But it works just like it should, and pretty smooth. Those are the individual carriage shift buttons, or you can use that tab up top to shift it all the way over. That button on the bottom right is for division. So if I do 355 and want to divide by 113, I would hit that button. Now I add the 355, add the 113, make sure that the counter's cleared out. I don't think I did that. But there you go. The bell's not winning any awards. .25 times 25 would look like this. You can see I struggle with that crank handle, getting it lined up just right with the stop. And up on the top right of the machine, you can see that little window for the addition subtraction indicator. It's kind of recessed and hard to see. Here's the inside. Looks just like what you'd expect a Facit to look like. It has kind of a split pinwheel, so when I press the 1, you can see it attacks it from the top, and the 9 gets it from the bottom. There's a block of 5 pins that move as 1, and then you can use those with the 4 individual pins for 1 through 4 to get any number 1 through 9. So when I add those numbers, you can see on that the first pin is 1, and then there's 4 of the next number added. And then there's the blocks of 5. There's 2 blocks of 5 right there, and the one on the right has 4 individual pins added to the 2 blocks of 5. That's the addition subtraction indicator. What a marvel. There's the back of it, there's the bell. I do love counter rotating gears. On the bottom, there's the main spring that you're clearing against. Takes a lot of thumb power. So at the end of the day, I like the Mesco. Well, I like the Facit, I guess, and the Mesco is a pretty good clone. Certainly a lot better than those Felix clones from Russia. Thanks for watching.